Good morning and congratulations to all of you, and especially to our couples who are celebrating their wedding anniversary. Buenos días y felicidades a todas las parejas que están celebrando su aniversario matrimonio. I welcome you here to St. James Cathedral. Your presence here today is a reminder of God's love in our midst. Pope Benedict, one of the first encyclicals he wrote was called Deus Caritas Est. God is love. Dios es amor. The Pope asked two simple questions of us. Is it possible to love God? El Papa nos pregunta, ¿podemos amar a Dios? And can we really love one another? ¿Podemos amarnos los unos a los otros? These are maybe simple questions, but they are fundamental questions in our lives. Today, you celebrate, hoy celebramos, matrimonio 20, 30, 40, 60 años. But in our society today, sometimes marriage is not understood, not appreciated, and not even valued. I always, in my confirmation homily, remind the kids that I love February 14th. A mí me gusta mucho el febrero 14. And I always say, why? Why do I like February 14th? Why do you like February 14th? ¿Los esposos les gusta este día? Why do you like February 14th, ladies? ¿Por qué le gusta el febrero 14? Es un día... Flores. ¿Y otra cosa? Do you get any other gifts? Chocolates, gracias a Dios. ¿Hay otra cosa? Tú recibes muchos regalos en este día. But the question, pero la pregunta por nosotros, ¿dónde dicen en la palabra de Dios? What does it say in the Word of God? What does it say in the Bible to us about God? God is love. Dios es amor. God is love not just for one day in your life. God is love for every day of your life. And today you celebrate, as I said, 25, 30, 40, 45, 50, even 70 years of marriage. Because your life has been blessed by the gift of God's love. In the first reading today, we hear about a great king, Solomon, one of the wisest kings that Israel ever had. And he didn't become great because he was just the son of King David. We hear today's reading that Solomon prayed to God and asked God to help him in his life. Solomon doesn't ask for a long life, nor for wealth, or for power, or for strength. Solomon asked God for understanding and for an understanding heart. El regalo que más importante en la vida de Salomón es un corazón puro. A heart to judge the people and to distinguish right from wrong. We ask God for many gifts in our life. Ay, necesita muchos regalos en nuestra vida. On your wedding day, you ask the Lord to bless you, to bless your love for one another. Today we come to remind you of that gift you received. You received, as I said, on that day. We come to celebrate God's gift of His love in your lives as a sign for all of us of God's presence in our midst. En Evangelio hoy, Jesus gathers his disciples. He has sent them out into the world, and he gathers them back and he asks them, "What have you done? Give an account of yourself." Hoy está aquí para celebrar los muchos años. Tú vives con amor y con Dios en su vida. We remember especially today as that first day you gathered here at the altar. You knelt before the Lord and asked for his blessings. Today we come back and we reunite ourselves with that memory. You gather again at the altar of the Lord, and once again you give thanks for his blessings in your life. On the day of your wedding, the priest asked you both, would you love, honor, and care for one another? Now I ask you maybe to give an account of yourselves. Have you loved one another? Now let me ask you, have you honored one another? Yes. Was that easy? Don't answer it, don't answer it. Let me explain. Have you been patient? Hay paciencia en su vida. Have you been kind to one another? Have you learned to forgive and to say sorry to one another? Remember the letter of St. Paul to the Corinthians. Love never fails. El amor disculpa todo, todo lo cree, todo lo espera, y todo lo soporta. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. El amor nunca pasará. Today we thank God for your presence here with us, because again, you are living reminders to all of us of the presence of God's love in our midst. You're examples of true love. Ustedes es ejemplo por amor verdad. To follow, to imitate, especially for our young couples, to see and believe that permanent marriage can and is possible. It is God who makes all things possible and beautiful. Es con Dios es posible hacer todas las cosas del mundo. It is God we thank. Es Dios nuestro dar gracias hoy for all the blessings, todas las bendiciones. But it is in God we trust to help us all in our challenges of life. A loving relationship is a family's best protection against the challenges of the world. Happiness is not perfected until it is shared. You have shared your lives together for these many years. We come today to congratulate you and again to ask God's blessings to be upon you. You're here today as living reminders of the presence of God in our midst because you love one another, and that love comes from God. Ustedes están aquí hoy, son pueblo por la presencia de Dios en nuestras vidas. El amor que ustedes tienen viene de Dios. So today, more than anything else, te damos gracias a Dios. Gracias a Dios por los regalos de amor en nuestra vida. We thank Lord especially for the greatest gift of all, the gift of his love in each and every one of you.